You've probably heard this phrase before: the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, The Flash is at least two of those, and it's definitely not this one. The biggest and most obvious problem with The Flash is that the visual effects do not look great. The majority of the movie is made using CGI, which is totally fine, but the problem comes in when the graphics look like they were from a video game that came out 10 years ago. A lot of the large scale scenes, whether it's in the city or it's part of the big battle sequences, they look unfinished. There's empty space, there's half-rendered models of the characters. So in this movie, Ezra Miller has to play one version of Barry Allen and then an alternate version of Barry Allen. And when they're both on screen at the same time, they have to like CGI his face, and it just does not match well at all. It looks like someone made this deep fake on the internet, they put it in the movie, and then they were just like, yeah, let's go for it. Oh, it did not look good. And then by the end of the movie, when they're traveling through time, they're traveling the multiverse, those visual effects really become overwhelming and overstimulating. So it just goes to show that just because you can throw everything in a computer doesn't mean that you should. I'll be honest, the storytelling in The Flash is pretty bad. It's messy, it's all over the place. A lot of the humor falls flat. There were several jokes that were really supposed to land, and no one in our theater laughed. It's kind of awkward. The story overall felt like an attempt to try to copy the success of No Way Home. The Flash felt very much like Spider-Man. Michael Keaton's Batman was pretty much Doctor Strange in this movie. As far as I know, this is one of the only DC movies to really dive into the multiverse. There's even a funny little analogy that they try to use. Kind of reminded me of Endgame, where they are trying to teach people about how time travel works and branching off timelines and stuff. There were several sort of clickbaity moments that they know reporters are going to go type an article about. Superman looked like Nicolas Cage in the end. Good storytelling does one of three things. It either entertains you, educates you, or inspires you. And I walked away from The Flash not feeling any of those. Before we continue with the video, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, which is Ekster. Ekster makes high quality wallets that are not only stylish, but also offer some really cool features that will make your everyday life easier. First off, Ekster wallets are super slim. No more of those big clunky wallets in your pocket, and these things are built to last. They're made with space grade aluminum and vegan Italian leather, so you know they are sustainable. You can quickly access all of your cards at the click of a button. Also, Ekster is known for inventing the first trackable wallet. This solar-powered tracking device lets you track your wallet's location from the comfort of your phone. Ekster also sent me a laptop cover to match my brand new wallet, and there are slots to hold any chargers or accessories you need to carry with you. Right now, Ekster is having a Father's Day sale. It's running through June 20th, and you can get up to 35% off when you use my discount. Go to shop.ekster.com/@Harry's or use code Harry at checkout to get up to 35% off anything on their website. If you need a gift idea for Father's Day or you're looking to upgrade yourself, now is a great time to jump on this discount. Thanks again to Ekster for sponsoring this video. Opening weekend at the movie theater is usually a good indicator of how a movie is going to perform long term. And in my experience, when you have low turnout on a premiere night, especially a summer blockbuster premiere, things are not looking too good. Unless you're a hardcore DC fan or you've maybe watched the Flash TV show on the CW, there was very little hype and very little buzz around this movie. That could possibly stem from some of the off-screen drama with Ezra Miller, allegations for all kinds of stuff that could have possibly hurt Miller's reputation. Going into the premiere, people probably didn't want to show up because of all this stuff that was going on behind the scenes, which is pretty valid. The problem with DC is that they've got some issues right now. It seems like DC has some real budgeting issues, like they don't know where to send the resources and the finances to. The executives like to choose cameos and name drops and nostalgia bait, things like that, over actually good VFX and great storytelling. With movies like The Flash, it just seems like they're trying to copy the formula of Marvel, copy some of the recipe elements that have worked for them. It sucks because DC has actually made great standalone movies. The Batman by Matt Reeves And the Suicide Squad remake by James Gunn, I think fans actually really embraced those movies because they were unique, they were dark, they are original. I don't think The Flash is going to be that breakthrough moment that changes the course of the DC cinematic universe, but it is reassuring knowing that James Gunn and that other guy are going to be co-chairs of the DC universe. I think that's a great direction for them to go in, allow them to be the creative minds, the creative control, and really plan out, get this whole DC thing organized, and have some direction going forward. There are a couple things that I enjoyed about this movie, one of them being Sasha as Supergirl. It's nice having a fresh and new face in this movie, and the way they introduce her character, subverting your expectation of it's Superman. Nah. It's Supergirl. She gives a great performance. Her eyes and her face really show the emotion of her character. I really enjoyed Michael Keaton returning as Batman. I think he has one of the most iconic bat suits, Batmobile, bat ship thing. All of the things about Michael Keaton's Batman is just really iconic. They only really use him to explain the multiverse using the spaghetti analogy. It would have been nice to see a more dynamic story for his character, but oh well. That's kind of it. It's hard to pull any more good than that when you're just so distracted from all the things that don't work in this movie. Let me know your thoughts on The Flash in the comments below. Also, shout out to my Patreon members. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to watch another video of mine, just tap on your screen and I'll see y'all later.